Stadium has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Darnold just beating the play clock. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, New York.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Delaney.
Hey, Haywood.
Delaney. Under 10. 10.
Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Snell going to try the right side. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Check 31. Check 31. And 80. Watch out. Watch out. And 80.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch out.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Watch the run, watch the run. Joker, 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 joker.
On first down, it's Snell again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, dude. Waiting. Here we go.
Check, check, lucky.
Red 80. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Red 80. Hey, orbit.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
50, 50. No, 80. 80.
Check 24, check 24.
Red 80.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Back to throw, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of the linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. Throwing to start the drive. Fitzgerald under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57. Mike, 57.
Look at me. Zipper.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And connecting here with DJ Shark. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set. 18 Gator. Go, go. Set, go.
Hey, watch that, watch out. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 55. Mike 54, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Go.
On 2nd and 12, Fitzgerald. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fitzgerald, catch made by Slayton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold on.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Snell. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill. Turn up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he caught up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch the red, 80. Peek it, peek it, peek it. Watch the edge. That's it.
To throw is Darnold. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
They can't hang with that.
Darnold a sneak, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Catch is made. It's Harmon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab his.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Darius Slayton. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Here's Snell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Lady.
on second down now. Snell. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Looking to throw.
Fitzgerald. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, exit. 53, let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Tackle. Bud.
53 is the mic.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Let's get this.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzgerald. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Ready, go.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Now watch one, watch one.
Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzgerald looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That is caught inside the 5 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Mike 52.
From the gun, Fitzgerald, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. Out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Check. Rock it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Shift. Leo. No. Shift. Be careful.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he fends him off. Able to power through. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Fitzgerald, he's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Darius Slayton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch 49. Hey, lady. Check the hot read, lady.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 84 yards. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, Zoo.
57's the mic. Watch 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill, kill, kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 70, Indy.
You gonna get this one? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 4, check 4. Check 52. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill, kill, kill.
You're out. Stand, stand. Hey, orbit.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go.
Ready, ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Down. 18, Gator.
Silver, silver.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
53.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald, he's going to look deep down and got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darius Slayton, 82 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards as they have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. No chance.
Get it.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Watch the ship. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Smooth.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Set. 8, read.
Come on, D. Check, check. Check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go now.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Check 3, check.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. That's complete to Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
On second down, Mosley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. It's 90, Wolf.
Defense, let's go. Hey, check, Mike 57.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
3 down, 3 down.
Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Look, squeeze. Go. Now.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Mosley. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A run for Snell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike's 50. Big stop. Red 80. Go. Kill. Red 80. Kill.
Hey, Delta.
50, Mike, 50. 80. 26, check 26. Red 80. Undercross.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Get it.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And now look at him go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they have confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Out. Hey, Sam off. Lee Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. Got an open man. It's Harmon. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Buzz. Hey, Rock, hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
50 seconds for Mike. Danny.
Go.
To throw again on second down. Fitzgerald over the middle, complete. That's Harmon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Oh, lady. Hey, check to go.
Starting the drive was Snell, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Lucky. 25, check 25.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Let's go, Mike 50. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here we go.
Now Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh,
22 Jet Bombers. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 20, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darius Slayton, 73 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, Haywood!
52, block 52. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Sit up. Step.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Snell on the shotgun handoff. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Back to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 3 down. 49.
Hey, shoot! Don't get nervous. Here we go.
49 to Mike. 49
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. You call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all food, magic. Now watch me juke through the test. Footwork fantastic. Dominated in every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic.